Hello and good morning. Today I'm going to show you 3 quick tricks that will make your profile way more attractive, and they're really easy to do. Trick number 1. So LinkedIn, most people have a profile URL like this, linkedin.com/in/markross094328 blah 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 -0. The reason people have that is because, well, a lot of people have the same name, so LinkedIn auto generates a bunch of random numbers and letters, etc. Really easy to change. So you do is you go to edit public profile and URL, and then on the side you'll see it says edit your custom URL. You simply click the pencil and you can change your URL. So what should you change it to? Well, your name is probably taken. So deciding what to change it to, well, that's tip number 2. And tip number 2 is your email address. So many students and young professionals that I see have 2 email addresses that I think are both not very professional. First one is your school email address. It's okay. I think mine was like mark.ross@baruch.cuny.edu or something like that. It's fine, especially for your first job. It kind of looks professional. It's a mouthful. It's really hard to type out, but it's acceptable. Then people go and they try to search for Mark Ross. Well, that username is taken. So the place where most people go, at least most non-professionals or young students, they think, okay, well, my name's taken, so let me just throw my birth year on there. And they'll do, whatever, 2000 or 2004 or whatever it is. This is even taken, but a lot of times it's not. It's not very professional. It's messy. It's just got numbers, which to most people is pretty random on your email address. What can you do better? Well, check this out. Mark Ross is probably one of the most popular names in the United States. But what about Mark Ross, MBA? It's available. Let's say we weren't talking about Mark Ross. We're talking about someone, Sam Smith. Somebody call. Anyhow, so I happen to be here. I don't know how I got here, but I'm here and I am trying to find an email address for myself. So I'm going to type Sam Smith in here. I assume that's available. Oh, man, it's not available. Let me try Sam Smith MBA. Oh, man, that's not available either. All right. Well, what I could do maybe is MBA.SamSmith. Oh, cool. That's available. I also could probably, I'm going for finance, right? So what if I do samsmith.finance? Cool, that's available too. And by the way, the dot means nothing. You could actually, if you put a dot, you could use the dot or not, and it'll go to the same email address. Really interesting. Anyhow, back to you, Mark. Thank you, Sam. That was very kind. All right, so that's the idea. You don't have to use numbers or something generic. Just use your degree or the area of your interest for both your email address and your LinkedIn profile. Let's move on to the next step, which is your personal website. Let's go to Robbie's. I reached out to Robbie when I was writing my book on resume writing for technical jobs, which is not out yet, but I was writing the book. It's mostly done, and I reached out to Robbie and I said, can I please showcase your website in my book because I find it so fascinating. This is the website. You go to his website and you simply just push up or down on the keyboard, and it's just a really cool animated resume. It's got all sorts of achievements. And it's just interesting. It's fun to play. I imagine most people who go here aren't going to be like, nah, too creative for us. People don't generally think like that. And anyhow, it's fun. There's a lot of different levels. You go swimming, you go flying, all sorts of stuff. So great job, Robbie, on this. Now, obviously, this is a little extreme. You don't have the capacity or the knowledge to do something like this. Well, first of all, probably to pay a game designer to do this would be like $100 or less. It's not a lot of money to set up something like this, but you don't have to. Here's another example. Sun Woo Kang. This actually is not even a valid website anymore, but this is a Stanford website. The college hosted this, and they have default templates that you can use and just input your data, and it just makes a really nice resume for yourself online. Now, yes, technically your LinkedIn profile is kind of an online resume, but when you have your own website, you have so much more control over it. You see over here, resume, projects, activity statistics, contact information. It's just very professional and crisp. It doesn't cost a lot of money. To do something like this, you probably can pay a developer $100 or less on one of these freelance websites. And even without the school behind it, just your own URL, you could probably just set this up and have no problem whatsoever. So I strongly recommend you make one, especially if you're going for a role like finance or like a research role, equity research or something like that. You can put your own research commentary on your website and it could look really nice and be really insightful for those who are interested in hiring you. Hey guys, I'd love to know your thoughts on this new style of video where I split the screen and I demonstrate how to do stuff. Something I'm trying out. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What about the tips today? If you found them interesting, please let me know in a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Honestly, every time someone makes a comment, a single comment that I find insightful, I change and I make changes to my style because of it. So I don't have a big enough audience yet that I have thousands of comments to read. So please let me know your thoughts. I really want to cater this towards you. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.